Hey fashion lovers, welcome back to Thread Level Midnight. I'm Allison, and today I thought I would show you guys what I got this week. It's not that much. That is just stuff that I haven't put up yet. It's not my death pile. I don't have a death pile. I buy things and I photograph them like that night or the next day. But I got these things right here. And this week I was really focusing on, so I feel like my closet is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. At one point last year, I got up to 200 listings, and right now I'm actually at like 65. And last month I made about $8,000. Y'all just saw that video last week. Made about $8,000 last week, and I had like maybe 75 active listings average for that whole month. So I was really trying to buy things that are either like really hot brand, things that I've sold before, and I actually managed this week to find like 2 of the exact same things that I've sold before that sold like quickly and for good money. And so I mean, you know, the key to having a really small closet and paying up to do so is just making sure that you're not only getting a really good deal, you're getting like 90% off of retail, but that the item that you have has a really high sell-through rate. So which means that it either has a history of selling really fast for a good price, which means that there's a low supply and a high demand, so there's a ton of sold listings and there's barely any or zero available listings. Or it's just something that you kind of, gauge the situation where maybe the brand or the item doesn't have such a huge presence on Poshmark, on the secondhand markets yet, but you're like, this looks very nice and like the rich people want it, maybe it's sold out, maybe I have the only one type of thing. So we've kind of run the gamut a little bit, and there's even one, the RealReal haul that I did drunk, where I totally bought a cardigan that was made out of a raccoon. So that will be at the end, because, we got to save the raccoon cardigan for the end. So let me start on this end. So this whole week I was kind of more focusing on other stuff. It wasn't really a week where I was like, okay, I'm going outsourcing today. I need to come home with like 10 new things. It wasn't really like that. I kind of just let it come to me, and then like that one time I got drunk and I shopped on the RealReal. But so these 2 things, I went to a consignment store in my town just on the way to like the gym one day, and I was like, hopefully I'll find a couple good things, because the store has like pretty good prices. I feel like everything is like high 20s, mid 30s. There's not much that's above that unless it's like actually designer. The
call is coming from inside the house.
So anyway, here's the first one right here. And I think we probably all know this brand, but it is La Femme Nikita. Did anybody watch that show in the 90s? But when I first saw this, I was like,
ooh, that looks really cute, like Gen Z. Like, it looks like Olivia Rodrigo would like wear it.
So it's really sparkly, it's pristine, it's got a really cool back. It's like a big old open back. And this part is actually sewn on here right now, I think just so it won't confuse people and it'll like hang better, but it's actually supposed to go, you unzip this, and then this loop comes around and holds this up like this. So, but anyway, that doesn't really matter. The rigging isn't important. So I got this for about $30, and it retails at $398 to be specific. So I'm hoping to sell this for around 200 maybe, and I'm pretty sure that I've missed all the proms, but I'm still selling event dresses, and like I said, this is a good younger person Gen Z dress, like for a bridesmaid or anything. You don't really need to have a reason at any time of year to source an event dress. Like you really don't. There's always things going on, especially now that we are mostly out of the COVID whole thing. Let's not get into that. This one is a brand new brand for me, and it is already sold. So yes, so there's not much risk. This one was also about $30, so there's not a ton of risk. So I looked up this brand. Here, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so it's called Susie Condi with a K. You can see it easier right here though, Susie Condi. And this jumpsuit is called the short sleeve jumpsuit, blah, blah, blah. So it's a jumpsuit, it's cotton. I just saw it and it just looked classy. Like this looked classy, like the placket looked, this part is called a placket if you didn't know. Just looks kind of classy. So I looked it up and this jumpsuit also retails at $400. So I remember some like regular normie was like shopping right next to me in the long dresses section. I was like,
$400 jumpsuit.
and we kind of made eye contact real quick, and she was like, she looked at it and I was like, yeah, I got it. You're just a normal person. You don't know this magic. Like you're doing one thing and I'm doing another whole other thing. So I pitied her. So, but it's kind of like I'm like a magical person, like in the wizarding world when I'm shopping, and it's like she was a muggle. Like she's just a regular shopper. She doesn't know that she's like literally like entrenched in this world of magic where you can make all this money happen. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the dynamic. That's totally the dynamic. So anyways, this sold on eBay for $150, and maybe I could have gotten more, but this is like $100 profit in I think 2 days it took to sell, and on eBay, which means I get less fees taken out. Fewer fees, less fees. I get fewer fees taken out. I get less of a fee taken out, fewer fees taken out. Fewer, you use fewer when it's plural. You use less when it is singular. So yeah, so cute. Susie Condi. Thanks, girl. Okay, next I'm gonna do my stuff from the RealReal. So first, I'd be lying if I try to say that I wasn't inspired by, my Lila Johnson tank top here is kind of unruly, but it's got these lovely bows. I'd be lying if I said that I was not inspired by Mogi Beth's last video, where she got some stuff from ThredUp and the RealReal, and she got a lot of jeans. And I was thinking, you know, it's really awesome when I find like a Mother or a Goldie jeans out in the wild, because they pretty much always sell fast and for like around $100, if not $150 or more. So I was like, let's go in the RealReal and just see if I can see any cool jeans that aren't just like skinny jean, just like basic. Like, let's see if I can find any that have anything different about them. So first I found these. Yes. So I found these. So I noticed that these were a little bit different. Like I said, they've got these different pockets. They're like really skinny, but they've got this seam that goes all the way down. They're called the seamed swooner hover, and the wash is blowing kisses. Sure, blowing kisses. So stupid. It's like naming nail polishes at this point. Just say blue number 15.
Blue myself.
You know. But yeah, the comps on these were pretty good. They're kind of like, I want to say like pinup girl or rockabilly. I used those words just because that's what it looked like to me in the stock images. I liked these too because they were like actually a lot longer than usual. Their inseam is like 30, 31. And I know for me, that's like an issue that I always have is when I buy jeans, they're never long enough because I'm 5'8". And so regular length jeans just look like really cropped and gross on me. But the comps for these looked pretty good, and I liked a lot of the stock images. So I went ahead and picked these up. I don't remember how much I spent. I guess I could have that up. Okay, so I did spend about $50 on these, but I think it could still get me 100. So Mother in really good condition, and these are a size 30 actually. Okay, And then I saw these, and okay, so this is like what I was talking about earlier when I said that I was gonna focus on finding things that I had found before. Sorry, my hair is like dirty, and so like it's just not, it just doesn't have any life in it, you know? Okay, so these jeans right here, I saw these patch pockets, and then I saw that they were like flare, and I recognized them at once, and I have sold them before, and I don't really know if this is like what makes these jeans a good style or not, but this style was actually picked up by Goop, and it was the Goop stock photos that I ended up liking the best, like by far. And so I've sold these exact jeans before, and actually in this exact same size. These are 29. So I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't even have to take any new pictures or anything. I could just renew my listing. The last ones that I sold were in like new condition, and so are these. So I actually I got these in this morning actually, and I just renewed the listing for it. So yeah, like what else could you ask for? Like you find something that you've sold before that was a really good seller for you, that's the exact same size, and you can just, like, you don't even have to go home. You don't even have to take like any new pictures. You can just still be out. I mean, that wasn't the case here, but because I couldn't do it like before they actually got to me and I could verify, because as you know, if you are someone who has shopped on the RealReal or ThredUp, they don't usually, 9 out of 10 times, they don't tell you the style name. They just show you the picture, they give you the measurements, and they say if it's, you know, high-rise flare, like the basic category. So I had to like know for sure that it was the exact same ones, and it was the exact same ones. Let me go ahead and tell you what that is, just in case you want to be on the lookout. These are the Hustler Patch Pocket Flood, and the wash is Cowboys Don't Cry, which immediately makes me think of Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, because I think they both cried in that movie.
Brokeback Mountain DVD.
So, my next purchase from the RealReal. So I have definitely been searching a lot for Love and Lemons stuff lately. It's really on trend right now. It's really, really hot. Like, if you don't have that on your radar currently, like, just go ahead and go look at all the sold comps. In the past couple years, they've really had this big push into lingerie. They did a collab with Victoria's Secret in 2019, and you know, I don't think it's like necessarily the Victoria's Secret thing, because that's kind of it's been going down for a long time. But since that time especially, it's just getting more and more popular, and they've really been able to zone in on what Gen Z, I mean, and a lot of millennials like to wear. And this one especially is a favorite, and it's a collab, which we all know is even better. This isn't Victoria's Secret collab, but it's actually a Jamie King collab. So I'll put up the picture. Jamie King did an entire collab with For Love and Lemons, and this is one of the best-selling items from that collab. So when I ordered this one, it said it was new with tags, and it has like some kind of tag, but it's not the For Love and Lemons tag. Like, I don't even know where this is from, but I mean, at least they can know that it's in like brand new condition. I mean, it still has a tag. It still has this one too. So I don't know if that is from For Love and Lemons, or if that's from, like, I don't know, does Nordstrom carry this? I don't know. But anyways, this is just like, as you can see, it's just a really cute corset mini dress. It has boning with the underwire and the cups, and the white lace with all of these sequin hearts. So really cute. This one is really high in demand. There are a couple availables for like, I don't, 300, like over $300 is like the price right now. So I have mine priced pretty high as well. The highest sold comp for this is $280, which is far more than it retailed for, just to give you an idea of how hot this brand is right now. So definitely add it to your saved searches. And people are pricing it up too. Like, it's been pretty hard to find. Like, I feel like I have an easier time finding like Veronica Beard blazers to flip than I have with this stuff. But a really hot brand right now. And I have another piece. I actually, I did pay up for this one about 90 bucks, which is a lot. But the comps pretty much speak for themselves, and it is so, it's a really hot brand right now. And you know, the trend is in full effect of like wearing lingerie as like regular everyday clothing. So some of the stock photos just have this, people wearing it as a dress. So it's the season for it. So my point is that it's the season for it, spring, summer. Okay, so let me show you my other purchases from the RealReal. So my last order, this one has not come in yet. So first, I took a picture of this wasp hive that's like, I'm afraid it's like about to freaking pop off in the backyard, and we're about to have so many more wasps. I hate them so much. Okay, so the first thing from this little, okay, this is the haul, the shopping that I did when I was pretty drunk on coconut rum, and I decided that it would be a good idea to go on the RealReal, and I purchased 3 things. 2 of them are very sparkly metallic-y, and one of them is made of raccoon. So it's not as bad as it sounds though. So the first one is a Legence blazer, which I usually don't even search for Legence. I don't have it in any of my saved searches anywhere. Like, it's just, I'm just not an expert in it. And also it's kind of a challenge because it's a brand that has been around for a while. So you do have to have some knowledge going in, because there's like an old label and a new label, and like I'm just not an expert in what sells quickly for this brand really. But I looked at this blazer. This is called the Inez cropped blazer, and this one is in sparkly silver sequins, and it says that it's in excellent condition. I haven't received it yet, obviously, but this retailed at about $650, and in my brief research when I was under the influence, I did some reconnaissance on Poshmark, and I saw that the Inez cropped blazer is actually offered in a lot of different colors by this brand, and it has really good comps, like almost like Veronica Beard blazer territory. And so I decided to go ahead and get this one because this one was even more extra special. So we'll see how it does. I don't know. Let's see how it does. I mean, it should do great. I did pay up like $100. So I mean, it'll be fine. You know, it'll be fine. I can still like run comps when I'm under the influence. Okay, the next thing I got, our second like metallic-y party fun thing, was this ALC Marisol pleated lame gold dress, and this retailed for about $700. And the comps for this are pretty good. This, not Legence, ALC has a few different kind of 70s retro gold lame pleated like disco dresses like this, and the comps are really good for them. They're like 200 plus, 300 plus. So this one I thought was especially pretty, especially kind of timeless. The cut on it is really flattering and everything. So, should be good. It's, you know, it's basically an event dress, pretty much, you know, like this gal over here. It's not much different. So any time of year, really, with this one, whether it's cold or hot. So, let you guys know about that one. I definitely got a better deal on this one. Yeah, this one I got for about $60. So when I'm shopping on the RealReal, you have to factor in the shipping, which I think is like $12.95. You know, the more things that you get, the fewer you have to tack on for shipping for each item. So really, if you just tack on a few more dollars and you think about, if I was out at a consignment store right now, would I buy this? And I think I definitely would. Like if this had a price tag of like $70, but then I looked at the comps and it was in really good condition and it was selling for like $300, then I probably think that I would. And it's kind of a situation where there's a lot of solds and not many available. So as long as this is in really good condition, like we'll see. The picture looked like the all the pleats were still really crisp and stuff, so we'll see. And then so here comes the raccoon coat. So it caught my eye at first because it's the brand 360 Cashmere, and I've never sourced that brand before. And honestly, so I don't usually search for any of these in this haul. ALC, Legence, or 360 Cashmere. I don't search for them. But see, what had happened was.
Oh yeah. What had happened was.
I recently signed up for the first look membership from the RealReal, which means that basically you get to see things 24 hours before all the regular people. And I've really been enjoying that, actually. As you guys know, my method for online sourcing on other platforms is to check your saved searches multiple times a day. And now that I have this first look membership, which I want to say was like maybe like $12 a month, 10, 12, it's just that much better. So I've kind of shifted from just looking in just my saved searches and my saved brands, which I still like, of course I still do that, of course, but I've been having a lot of fun just sorting in just in, or you know, whatever the RealReal says, by whatever's newest. I've been having a lot of fun just sorting that way, because I know that I'm seeing things that only, you know, like I don't know what percentage of people who shop on the RealReal have first look, but I'm guessing it's like less than 10%. And you know, those people even probably still aren't looking as often as I am, or a few other people that I know, especially on Instagram. But the fun part with that is that they make a lot of mistakes. They really do make a lot of mistakes, and this isn't one of them. I do have a mistake for y'all that they actually already sold, so I profited off of the RealReal's mistake. But anyways, so back to the Racoon cardigan. This is the 360 Cashmere Philippa cardigan, and it is wool and raccoon. Have you guys ever, if this was on Instagram, I would put a little poll right here, and I would say, have you ever in your GD life sold an item made of raccoon fur? So I was just super curious. I was like, how much does a trash panda sweater go for? So I took my little inebriated brain over to the internet and I looked it up, and what do you know, it retails at $575 for this raccoon cardigan. So and then it has good stock photos, and the comps are pretty good. And I got this one for like $40. So, you know, it's less than, not, you know, better than 90% off of the retail price. Like that's the sweet spot, is like 90% off, you know. So I'm excited for that one. It's made of raccoon. I never ever thought that was something that people wanted. I don't know. It kind of looks like a car coat, like a driving coat. Like it's a little bit boxy, and it's got some cool plaid. I don't know. Like the brand is 360 Cashmere. It's not even cashmere. But so anyways, there's that. I don't know if that was anticlimactic or not, me telling you that I had an item made of raccoon fur and it's just a plaid cardigan. But it looks pretty good, right? Like it's a pretty cute cardigan. Like nobody would be like,
why is that lady wearing a raccoon?
It just looks like a regular cardigan. Like I don't know what I was picturing. I mean, I guess what will it be next? Like a skunk? It'll be like a black and white skunk coat. Okay, and then so speaking of mistakes, so I did not buy these when I was drunk, but I have a couple shoes from the RealReal that I purchased. So this was a mistake that actually someone else on Instagram, who also has first look on the RealReal, posted on Instagram, and they were like, I'm not buying them. So I went over there and I was like, ooh, I checked comps. I was like, I will buy them. So here they are. Okay, so these on the RealReal were listed under Uggs, and they are Uggs. they are Uggs, but that's not all they are. I don't know if you can just tell, and it's not super obvious because it literally doesn't say it anywhere. But you could see right there the ape, the titular ape from a bathing ape brand, if you didn't know. And this is actually a pretty a limited edition exclusive collab backed by Lil Wayne. There's like all these stock pictures of Lil Wayne. Actually, Lil Wayne modeled like all the pieces from that collab, like except for these. So I was like, whatever, dude. The other ones, there's some slippers, like slippers that still show your toes at the end that actually say Bape on the top, and then there's some actual sneakers that are like just like this, but they're like sneakers, like more Timberland style kind of, and those sell for even more than these, like closer to like 500. But these are pretty rare, like not many people have them, and I got them for about 50 bucks because they made a mistake. They didn't recognize the Bape of it all, and they just listed them as UGG. And someone pointed out, oh no, those are from the Bape and UGG collab, and I think these are from like 2017 even. But they're in excellent condition. Like the only flaw at all is like that mark right there, but the bottoms are pristine, the insides are really cool, and like I like how like it looks luxury, like it looks comfy, like it's got I have no idea actually if regular Uggs have this like elastic right here. It's got like elastic here and here, like it just looks comfy. And then it's real suede, real shearling, and I like how there's like the shearling gets a lot more fluffy like here under the arch for arch support. And these are actually, so these are a men's 6, a women's 8, and the 8 is my size, and I tried them on and they're pretty comfy, but I really have no I don't really want a bathing ape, so that's not my jam.
Yes, love that journey for me.
You know, but these sold on eBay in 1 or 2 days for $200. So I was like, I could definitely get more. I think I had them listed for like $3.95 because like why not? I could have gotten more, but I can't resist, you know, $140-ish profit or $35-ish profit because all my eBay buyers pay shipping. I couldn't resist just that turnaround. And when you are paying up for things, your main issue is going to be cash flow. Like if you are not really only choosing things that are going to sell quickly, then pretty soon you're going to run out of cash to buy new things. And so it is better to, you know, my soft minimum is about 70 bucks. So if I could double that in 2 days, then I'm definitely going to do that. Even better than waiting like another 2 weeks for like $100 more, you know, just keep it moving. And so yeah, I'm really happy with that. I wanted to sell that brand ever since I found a pair of fake bathing ape shorts at a consignment store for like $16, and they were not real. Like they didn't even have any inside tags or anything. So that was upsetting. And ever since then, so when I saw these on Instagram, I was like, I'm gonna go rectify that. I'm gonna go get those. Okay, here's the other pair of shoes that I got on the RealReal. And they are actually Valentino Rockstud. So these, I actually was doing my thing where I was sorting by just in, and I was actually doing, I think I was doing for like under $150 because I was trying to be somewhat responsible with my money. And I saw these and I kind of jumped on it. I kind of just bought them pretty quickly because I don't know, I'm like fairly, I think I've sold 2 Valentino Rockstud shoe items before, and they both sold like really quickly and for really good money. I sold some boots one time for like $465, I think, and I got those for $125 at a consignment store. Ooh, like, why were they selling them for that low? I don't know. But anyways, so I saw these and they're in like pretty good, they're in like between good and very good. They just have like this, and I started trying to get it off, but then I realized that I was like the paint, the leather, the color was actually like coming off, so I just stopped rubbing it. I know some people would probably go ahead and like is paint the right word? Repaint them? Is that the right word? But I've never done them before. I'm just not really in there. So anyways, these only cost me about $135 because I could use the 20% discount on them. So I was like, that's a really low price. Like, even if I could just sell these for $300, that would be great. So I have them listed for like $500 something. And also, if you haven't noticed, they are white. So I definitely used the phrase wedding shoes in my title. And they're just like some basic peep toe pumps with like all these gold rock studs. And they are definitely real. You can tell by, for me, I like to a lot of times just look at the stitching of the label. Once you've seen it in person a few times, you can start to tell how when the stitching just looks so straight and even, like every stitch is the exact same size. That's a really good way to tell if it's real or fake. So anyways, the worst thing about these though, which I didn't really realize when I got them, is that they are literally from like 2011. So I don't know, that's kind of like, it's not yet vintage, like not yet coming back around again as cool, and it's like a little too, it's not new enough, like, yeah. So, I mean, with that being said, they are like pretty classic, like a pump. And if somebody's a real whore for rock studs, then maybe they can go ahead and splurge on these for their, I don't know, for their wedding or for whatever. Like they are in pretty good condition though. Like they've literally been worn like once, and any other wear is just from like storage for all that time. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how those do. I'm really not sure. That was kind of just like a really good price, like way less than 90% off at retail. So, and then the last few things here. So this one I actually got from a consignment store who they are not located anywhere near me, but like I've told you guys before, if you ever come across a consignment store, like maybe another reseller has like posted about them because they live in their area, look them up and see if they post products online and see if they ship. And then you have a whole new stream of items just like coming your way, and you can just check them on Instagram. They were actually running a 50% off sale of some things that I guess had been sitting. So this is a brand new brand for me. So it is called Refine. And it reminds me a little bit of Reformation, except this is 100% silk. It's definitely that kind of crepey silk that almost feels like a polyester, but it's like a thicker like silk. And this is just like a knee-length slip dress with these tiny little straps.
What if I talk like a baby? A tiny little baby!
And this one, so yeah, I never heard of it before, but this is just one of those where it is still for sale online for full price of about $475. It is not on sale anywhere. They have like a couple sizes left for full price of that much. And it is actually a British brand, I believe, because their site was in euros. So I had to like, euros is pretty close to US dollars, but I just remembered that they were a British brand because I had to, what do you call it, like translate the money cost.
Hello, rich people. Troy's joining you.
I'm just gonna move on because I can't think of the word.
Yes, I'll hold.
But so yeah, so people don't have access to it here in the US. Maybe they will want to, and it is selling out, and I can give it to them. I mean, it's in pristine condition, and I can give it to them for, you know, a couple $100 off the price that they could get it for over there. And there's only one comp on Poshmark. One of them sold for $250, this exact one. So I'm hoping that I can beat that. And I don't know, I kind of just have a feeling that this will sell pretty soon. It's the perfect season for it. It's a very, very, very current, and just have a good feeling about it. It's just really on trend, really simple, really like a rich lady like minimalist kind of like I'm rich and I just want you to barely be able to tell that I'm rich, you know? It's the details. And then this one here is a result of me searching for Love and Lemons items. I actually got this one from someone on Depop. This is called the Rosebud Bustier, and the sold comps are pretty crazy. It has an extremely good sell-through rate. So you look at the available listings, and so this is a size small. The only other available listings are, there's a couple where the sellers are like not on Poshmark anymore, and there's a bunch of unanswered comments. And then there's a couple others that had various sizes of this, but they're out of this size now. So this is really like one of the only, if not the only one in this size that's available now. And when you go over to solds, you can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Like, so many people bought this top for 70 plus. So I got this for an extremely good deal, under $20. So I'm not gonna make $1 million on it, but it should be a pretty quick turnaround. I listed it last night, I already has several likes. And again, this is one of those where probably, I mean, this set did come with matching garter belts and underwear and stuff, and that'd be great if I had all of that. But just having this, I know a lot of girls will just wear this as a top, and a lot of the stock photos reflected that as well. People were just wearing it as a top, and it's really, really cute. It has the corset boning, it has the underwire, it has some really good embroidery, and then the back is actually a double strap. So there's like 2 straps in the back. So pretty cool. So I'm hoping to sell this for just like around 100, like maybe 85, 100. Should sell pretty quickly. And then the final thing I think is this Tory Burch dress right here. And I actually, so if you guys remember my day in the life video where I went to that new luxury consignment store that I had never been to before, I went there again with my husband, and we wanted to go because they also had furniture. So we wanted to look at the furniture as well. And then of course he allotted a certain amount of time for me to go look at the clothes. And I mean, he was just sitting on like a couch waiting for me to finish. And I saw this, like I was like, I don't want to spend like a whole bunch of money. I just did like a whole drunk shopping spree on the RealReal. I'll just see like if there are any huge winners that are not that much, and I know I could like sell them fast. Let me just go check. So I saw this one and I was like, done, we can go. I can get this. And then it was only $70. And then when I got to the register, I didn't even know it, but it was an additional 20% off. So all said and done, it was like $63, I think. And I have sold this exact dress before. It is a dress that Kate Middleton wore back in 2019, I think. Or no, I don't know when she wore it, but I sold it before. It sold for about $250. And so this dress is in very high demand, just like anything that Kate Middleton or Meghan Markle wore. So I saw this and I just knew I had to get it. This is in a size extra large. It's in perfect condition, and I only had to take a new picture of the size tag and take new measurements, and then I just put that listing right back up there because that is such a great feeling when you don't have to do all the work over again. So yeah, it's actually really cute. Like, it looks like pretty dang simple, but when you get up close, like I really like the pattern, like the perforated knit, and then the trim is like all these little tassels like on the bottom too. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so I just listed this one last night, or like, relisted the old listing with the new measurements as well. So I'm excited for that. So this is a pretty good little haul this week, and a lot of stuff sold really quickly. I believe that is it. Thank you guys so much for seeing what I got this week. I'm trying to stay on my tippy toes. Thank you guys so much for coming to see what I got this week, and I'll see you guys next time, and I love you so much. Bye.